In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 NBA games happening on October 27, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Philadelphia 76ers versus Indiana Pacers. 2 Eastern Conference teams will clash in search of their first taste of momentum this season as they meet in the Hoosier State. The Philadelphia 76ers head out on the road to face the Indiana Pacers on Sunday afternoon, hoping to secure their first win after a rocky start. Philadelphia enters this contest following a 115-107 loss to the Toronto Raptors on Friday night, a game in which they were favored by 5 points but fell short. Indiana also struggled in their previous outing, suffering a 123-98 blowout loss to the New York Knicks on the road, failing to cover the spread as 4.5-point underdogs. Historically, Philadelphia holds the upper hand in the all-time regular season series with a 110-86 lead, but Indiana managed to take 2 of their 3 matchups last season. That includes a high-scoring 134-122 victory on their home floor on January 25, 2024, which remains fresh in the team's minds heading into this contest. The 76ers remain short on star power with both Joel Embiid and Paul George sidelined, significantly limiting their options on both ends of the court. On the other side, Indiana is also dealing with a key absence as James Wiseman remains unavailable. Without Embiid and George, Philadelphia is still searching for rhythm and chemistry, struggling to establish consistency early in the season. Meanwhile, the Pacers have leaned into a more collaborative offensive style, ranking among the league leaders in assists, which has only made their attack more challenging to defend. The 76ers, by contrast, have struggled offensively, particularly from beyond the arc, where they average fewer than 9 3-pointers per game, placing them near the bottom of the league in that category. Neither team has looked sharp out of the gate, suggesting early season rust is still a factor. Philadelphia opened the season with a 15-point loss to the Milwaukee Bucks and followed it up with an 8-point defeat at Toronto, despite entering that game as 5-point favorites. Indiana barely escaped their season opener, needing a fourth-quarter surge to edge out the Detroit Pistons. However, they were thoroughly outplayed in their second contest, getting blown out by the Knicks. The Pacers may hold a slight advantage heading into this matchup, especially playing at home, where they posted a 26-15 record last season. Facing a 76ers team that is missing 2 of its top 3 players, the Pacers will likely feel confident. Tyrese Halliburton, who struggled in the loss to New York, is unlikely to be held scoreless again, and with the 76ers offense sputtering, Indiana looks poised to take control of this game. So far, Philadelphia has struggled on both sides of the ball through 2 games, which isn't entirely surprising given the absence of Embiid and George. While Kelly Oubre and Tyrese Maxey have put up solid individual performances, it has proven difficult for the 76ers to remain competitive without 2 of their primary stars. In such a star-driven league, losing key players can be a death sentence early in the season. Given these challenges, the Indiana Pacers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Philadelphia's games have leaned toward higher scores, with both of their contests so far hitting the over. They combined for 233 points in the season opener against Milwaukee and 222 points in their recent loss to Toronto. Through these 2 games, the 76ers are averaging 13 turnovers per contest, ranking them 8th in the league, and they are playing at a moderate pace, logging 100.4 possessions per game, which places them 16th in that category. On the other hand, Indiana has been more inclined to play slower, with both of their games staying under the projected totals. The Pacers combined for 224 points in their win over Detroit and just 221 in their defeat to the Knicks. They've averaged 15.5 turnovers per game, ranking 16th in the league, and their pace has been noticeably slower, with only 97.1 possessions per game. putting them 26th in that category. Neither team has found much success from three-point range so far this season, and both have showcased strong perimeter defense, making it even harder for offenses to find their rhythm. Philadelphia has done a good job limiting second-chance opportunities on defense, though their offense remains sloppy, often plagued by turnovers. This could be a low-scoring, grinded-out affair, with Indiana likely trying to slow down the pace to control the tempo. Given the way both teams have played, this game has the feel of one where the first team to reach 110 points may come away with the victory. As a result, under the projected total is our full game total pick. New Orleans Pelicans versus Portland Trail Blazers. The New Orleans Pelicans are preparing to face off against the Portland Trail Blazers in Portland for the second time in as many days, continuing their early season road trip. The Pelicans are aiming to build on last season's 49-win campaign, hoping that a healthier roster featuring stars Zion Williamson and Brandon Ingram will elevate them to new heights. Meanwhile, the Trail Blazers are embarking on what looks to be another challenging season as the franchise shifts its focus toward a youth-oriented rebuild. This change began with the blockbuster trade that sent Damian Lillard to the Milwaukee Bucks before last season, leaving Portland in a developmental phase that could keep them out of playoff contention. Both teams will be shorthanded on Sunday, with key players sidelined. For the Pelicans, DeJounte Murray and Trey Murphy are still unavailable due to injuries, limiting the team's rotation. On the other side, the Trail Blazers will be missing several key contributors, including Matisse Thybulle, Robert Williams, and Shedon Sharpe. In Friday night's matchup, New Orleans struggled early despite the return of Williamson, showing signs that the team is still adjusting to the absence of Murray. With Murray potentially out for the next few weeks, the Pelicans will need to continue experimenting with lineups, though their front court depth should give them an edge against the Trail Blazers in this second matchup. On Friday, the Pelicans leaned into a bigger lineup, utilizing C.J. McCollum at point guard, which allowed Williamson to unexpectedly lead the team in assists, recording 7. Look for guard Jose Alvarado to play a more prominent role on Sunday after logging only 13 minutes in the first game. Alvarado's presence could help stabilize the offense, improve shot selection, and create a more fluid attack, areas where New Orleans struggled, as evidenced by their poor 42% shooting on Friday night. The Pelicans managed to edge out the Trail Blazers in Friday's game, securing a narrow victory, but it was a hard-fought contest that went down to the wire. Portland's offensive struggles have persisted through the first 2 games of the season, and the absence of several rotation players has only compounded their difficulties. In contrast, the Pelicans appear to be the more talented and experienced team, and their quality should become even more apparent in Sunday's rematch. New Orleans has dominated this head-to-head series in recent meetings, winning 9 of their last 10 matchups against Portland. Given the talent disparity and the Pelicans' track record, the New Orleans Pelicans to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams had difficulty finding their rhythm offensively on Friday, with each shooting below 45% from the field and struggling from beyond the arc, hovering around 30% from three-point range. However, in this rematch, expect a more polished and determined effort from Williamson, who should feel more in sync after overcoming recent illness. During the previous season, the Pelicans ranked 9th in the league in field goal percentage, largely due to their success scoring near the rim thanks to Williamson's physical presence. That same inside scoring advantage should be on full display against a Trail Blazers defense that ranked 25th in the NBA in field goal defense last season. With both teams now having had a chance to study each other's defensive schemes, adjustments should lead to higher quality shot attempts for both sides. As a result, this game is expected to feature better shooting percentages, making over the projected total our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed, subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.